Pelpa Time Production.
Pelpa Time.
Pelpa Time Production.
Pelpa TV.
For Pelpa Time.
It's a Pelpa Time, you know it's that time.
Pelpa Time TV.
And governor representing of Pelpa Time, you know.
Pelpa Time, you know what the thing tough?
I when I say Pelpa Time, I'm more like more.
Can't mix up Pelpa Time thing with no coffee.
Yeah, man, a Pelpa Time, and I represent for you. See,
with Pelpa Time.
Pelpa Time right now.
Oh, Pelpa Time. I want to them.
Pelpa Time TV.
Pelpa Time. Down for Pelpa Time Productions.
Pelpa Time Production, it does
Represent for Pelpa TV.
Pelpa Time TV.
Pelpa Time. Yeah, let them get the belt on time, you know.
It's all about Pelpa Time. Keep it locked.
Time represent for Pelpa.
Right, people, good day, good afternoon. Wow. It's a beautiful day here in Jamaica, and it's also a sad day in England and basically the entire world right now. Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning queen, had passed away moments ago.
Just died, actually. Yeah, moments
ago.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. She was, well, since yesterday I've been seeing it circulating that she was seriously ill and she was, under heavy observation. Even this morning I was still tracking the news, but unfortunately she did not make it through the day. I think it's about 8:39 in England right now.
Yeah.
So I could say she made it through the day there in England, but unfortunately she did not make it through the night. Right.
Well, remember, since a day I come here, I did it and say, you know.
Yes, she passed away at 96, so she lived a full life.
Yeah, almost 100, though.
Almost a decade. How it go? A century.
So, them keep her up for long. Because nobody now live to see them age there.
Alright, so Life with Day said, oh my, Cautious Towers is here. Amulet Talisman said, Pelpa is the time. London Boy said, Blessing Pelpa Time, R.I.P. Queen. And then Ambitious said, she owes us Jamaican reparation.
Yeah, reparation. She owes some money.
Yeah.
For slavery. Yes, that the person attack.
Well, Amulet said Jamaica freedom on the way, LOL. Love said kiss me teeth. London said it's 8:24 p.m.
Yeah, man, about that.
Yes, it's about that time there. So are you at that candlelight? Was it a candlelight thing? I see like a lot of people.
It's still going on right now.
Yeah,
actually.
I still gather outside of the palace.
Yeah.
So London Boy, are you there? Can send us some clippings so we can show the people?
Well, we actually have live footage of that.
Pelpa Time works.
You see, we actually have live footage of everybody gathering right now at the palace.
Seems to big up yourself. Love said we need with money, but even if you get the money, love me and you not see it.
Yeah, man. So this is some live footage right now at the Queen's Palace in England right now. Everybody get up. We know that, but we are get the footage. You see,
live. People are here watching this live. This is happening this very second at 8, probably about 8:25 p.m. now in England.
Yeah, and the footage are more shaky. See them here.
Yeah, but a lot of people has gathered outside.
Is it?
Right. Unfortunately, all her children were there beside her when she passed.
No, but that not good.
Why is it not good?
No, I said it's good. And Rena fall too,
I did say that.
Yeah, man,
I said fortunately all of her kids were there by her side.
Yeah, it's good because when my father passed, I was like there holding on to him. So, I don't know, sometimes I tend to feel like him there in me right now, like him come out of body and come in me,
Well,
yeah.
The spirit travels after one passes, so we may never know. He's always here with you, though. Hey, Kimon. Donovan and Vincent, welcome. So Vincent said R.I.P. to the Queen, and Donovan said, me not sorry for them people there, and them make people suffer. Love said all the hard-working people them send back home who build that state. And she said, blessing to the channel.
Well, big up to my mother and my family in England right now.
Yeah. I'm wondering if she's there at the gathering.
No, I don't think none of them is there right now. I think them there, them here, that for them thing.
Yeah.
Is it?
But also in other news, SKENG, who remember that outburst at the airport with SKENG a couple months back? He went to court this morning and he got his bail extended, so he's supposed to return to court sometime next month. Also, a man this morning, some domestic dispute with his common law wife, and he abducted his 2-year-old. Right? We running at the bush them, and when the police finally chase him, them shoot after them, and when them do find him kill himself and him shoot the little girl. But she's still alive. The baby is still alive. She's battling for her life at the
Which part that go on?
Bustamante.
Jamaica that go on?
Yes. Unfortunately, I can't find the post to say where, but I know one of them country here. I don't remember if it's Clarendon or somewhere down that side. So
something wrong with the people have no idea.
Something wrong with the man them nowadays.
No, the woman them too, man.
And if a woman abduct the pitney and shoot her, the man do it.
Something wrong with everybody right now.
Cause you and your woman argue why the need you feel say if you take the little baby when I have no poor baby probably just start walk and barely talk good. What they need to take the baby, carry her in a bush and shoot her and then you kill yourself. You know, should I kill yourself and left the pitney?
Because probably you might try if you like kill the baby with him. So you get me? So you get me, like the two of we are go together, something like that.
Why? Why they need you feel so if you take my life? If you have problem with your life, go on, leave me alone.
No, because when you do that now, probably might look for spite, the baby mom, right? Something like that.
Yeah. All right. So DJ Ken and Pelpa Time Music said, I know from 2 hours ago. Well, yeah. You know the news that come and go. So
what about the Queen or
yeah. What? And it depends on where you're living. You're going to get the news earlier than some. Right. But Jaja, I don't know what to say though. The people a lot of condolences from Jamaica here and a lot of backlash from Jamaica here because the people are ball about the reparation money. Yeah,
I mean, they're not
right?
good some of that.
But the Queen passed, but the King is there, which is Charles, her son, because him become the King now of England and 16 Commonwealth countries, including Jamaica.
So I wonder if they're going to start like change the money, change him, like put his face on the money itself. Because you know a Queen never know like money them.
Well, probably. Or I'm not sure how that's going to work.
Probably it'll take a while because I'm already change over the note to the plastic note them, you know. Yeah, they might do that now and they might call in all of the old notes.
That's the paper one.
Yeah, they might call them in. Hey, anybody from England can give you a call right now. No, not a year.
Yeah, Love Boy. If you're still in the comment section, I say your name. London Boy, sorry. If you're still in the comment section, can you give us a call, please, that we, ask you just a few questions, nothing to be scared about.
Yeah, man, 294-0075. Hey, and remember, the program is a call-in program, so you guys can definitely call in.
All right, so Kimon Wilson, big up yourself. Love said blessing to the channel. And Amulet Talisman said Jamaica look to the Queen more than any British. Love said SKENG take Mali in mad out. And
why?
Kim said it no matter me.
No, the person said Jamaica look to the Queen. I don't look to the Queen for nothing.
More than any British. We look to the Queen more than the British. Them. That's what the person is saying.
That's crap. What I look to the Queen for? We meet there, so I hold it in Jamaica. I not even remember nothing about England. Through my mother and my family them there. I could even remember about England. You see it? Yeah.
Yeah, but you've been there a few times.
Yeah, but when I look to the Queen for nothing.
Understood.
That's like Queen arguing nothing. The Queen if you send on reparation same way. So about.
Yeah. So Charles is 73 years old. Right? He's 73 and he now is the king. So JMH is saying yes, they will change all the notes. King Charles III will be on it. Right. I see L.A. Lewis here supposed and said Granny, I miss you.
Is that him in the comments?
No, it's on Instagram actually. He made a post and he said, Granny, I miss you. Fans, I need all the comfort at this time. Granny, sorry the buckle of what put that Pukadash I made for you reach late. So he's saying that the Queen is his grandmother.
You know, anyways, can't chat anything, you know. You see it. Alright,
so I have a statement here from the Buckingham Palace production. I just see this, so I'm going to transfer it to you so you can put it on the screen for the people to see.
Yeah.
Ambitious Hustler, thank you for the donation. And you're saying England benefited off of our ancestors and they never paid us She if you go, me no business who want vex. Alright, big up yourself. So I'm gonna transfer this note that was just released from the Buckingham Palace to you, so you can put it up.
Hey, so
for the
who
people
feels
to
that through
see.
the Queen drop out and now I guess reparation money?
Not me. if we never get it when she alive, why you think we're gonna get it now that she
I
did?
don't know, cause probably she could have hold it out. I said, don't get a bit.
Probably. Well, I'm not sure.
But now she drop out and now them free for you. We don't know.
Well, if just wait and see though.
No, but me can say even if them give it, we not get it. Same way.
We might not even hear about it.
Yeah, them sneak it on that table, eh?
Right? Alright, so production, can you put that up? This was just released from Buckingham Palace like moments ago. So in the meantime, in the comment section, the Goldburn said life is a cycle, everyone shall go at some point.
Definitely.
Amulet is saying Simpson my line, and Terrian is saying LA Lewis are the best to TPC. I guess y'all know what TPC means. Alright, so this statement was released just moments ago from the Buckingham Palace, and it is saying a statement from His Majesty the King at the time of the Queen's death. The death of my beloved mother, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of the greatest sadness for me and all members of my family. We mourn profoundly the passing of a cherished, sovereign, and a much-loved mother. I know our loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms, and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world. During this period of mourning and change, my family and I will be comforted and sustained by our knowledge of the respect and deep affection in which the Queen was so wisely held. And this was released just moments ago.
So you know how that go.
Right.
Yeah, man. So for all who don't know, we're going to the latest news right now. Queen Elizabeth just passed.
Moments ago.
Is it?
Probably about 1, 2, 3 hours, moments ago.
Hours now, man.
About an hour or so.
About an hour, probably.
Right. I've been checking her illness. Like I said, they've been posting here and there that she was greatly ill since last night. So I've been, out and about tracking until my last track on the post was when Prince William landed in England and they had a full-on motorcade just to get him to the palace in time.
In time for what?
Remember, so she's sick and nobody never knows. So he made it in time to probably, see her before she passed away.
Yeah.
All right, so Donovan is saying that ambitious real talk, my second it. Okay. I guess everybody's agreeing. And PPE TV said she pay me and still paying LOL smart. Or where she pay you, PPT? Me want to know where she pay you and still a pay. Also, Jacon says our birth certificate will always contribute to their wealth. Our birth certificate will always contribute to their wealth.
Yeah, because you never know what's in their own way. Based off of the birth certificate and the number them where they on it. Yeah, and the stamp where they on it. It's like them own as slave, same way enough people don't know them something there. But it's like I saw them do it. You know, like when you stamp the cattle, like the farmer them have them cattle and them stamp them. I know say are we own the cattle there? Yeah, it's something like that.
Alright, so I found the news on that man who shot his daughter this morning. So it is saying that they're from Brownsall, St. Catherine. I'm not sure where that is. Right, so they're saying that the man took the child away from her home and opened fire on the police before escaping into the bushes with the toddler. Hours later, his body was found with gunshot wounds and the child was found covered in blood. She was reportedly shot in the abdomen.
So him shoot her like him don't want to kill her.
If you shoot somebody in them belly and a baby at that.
Yeah, but more time when you get shot in the belly, you must die. But if you get a shot in your head, you will probably die.
Remember, say me and you big, we can't. But a baby, remember, say she can't stop bleeding or nothing, She could have bleed out, but God's so good. Him save her life. God's so good, him save her life. You see me? But people, for the man them who think them stupidness here, me I beg you please before no turn the gun pan the baby or the little penny them turn it pan yourself first. No shoot them first and then go shoot on yourself. Killing yourself and left the penny them alone, make them survive. And them are the future. You don't live your life already. Whatever problem you and the baby mother have, and you decide to go kill yourself, left the little baby out of it.
Yeah, man. So, hey, we still have live footage from Buckingham Palace right now. You get me? I get it live. You see it? But for them thing I freeze up, so you know what that.
All right, so in the comment section, in the meantime, Maureen is saying, but even if the Queen gives the money to the government to hand out, una now go get a cent, so forget about that money. Thank you, Maureen, somebody with sense.
So that way I said
We
too.
goodly not even here, say them get it.
No, but the money and a little bit of money, you know.
Yeah, but what may I say, we're not even, probably not even here, so them get it.
Yeah, them
You
push
see me?
under the table.
Under
that
the
way I say.
table, them get it, and them now tell we say them get it.
No, but something like that should definitely sign. You know, you gotta sign up them something there news, and so we're gonna definitely hear if it happen. But
We now go see the money.
you know what that go.
Yeah. All right. So an hour ago, what is saying an hour ago? Oh, I think the person is telling that the Queen passed it an hour ago. I thought she was his wife. LOL. Oh, I live here. Wait, you live in England and thinks that Charles is the Queen husband? Yeah, the Charles is her husband was named Charles, but this is Charles III, her son.
Yeah, but you know, say man look big, could have be our man.
Yeah, he's old. Remember, she's
Yeah.
96, you know.
Yeah, for real.
And them married like way young. So, you know, Pitney go come in at young. So Charles is 76, I think. Yeah, I think he's 76.
I never see a queen with a belly yet though.
No, you never see none of the queen them with belly yet.
Mm.
None. You just hear so them pregnant and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, what? Thank you for that donation.
Yeah, man, big up.
Kimon is saying, I don't even hear no one in Canada talk about it. It that bad over there?
Bad meaning so what? When you said that bad?
Nobody's talking about it.
Well,
I probably them not hear it. Oh, correction. Charles is 73. Thank you for that correction.
yeah, but remember say, dear money, you know, the queen never for them money, you know.
As well, yes.
Yeah, so them definitely are talking
Remember,
about
say
it,
them
probably.
own like 16 Commonwealth countries, you know.
And Jamaica one of them.
Jamaica
too.
is one of them.
But for some reason, Jamaica did get the queen face off the money at one point. Cause the queen face
Remember,
was.
say be a dead people that pay for money now.
No, but the queen face was on the money
years ago, yes.
years ago, and them take it off, but yet still. So I don't know what was the cause of that for them take it off, but yet still she still have talk. You know? Yeah.
All right, so Vincent is saying if Jamaica get money, government will keep all of that money.
That way I say, hey peeps, remember the program is a call-in program, 294-0075.
So you sound hurt for the wicked. What do you mean your view? You're saying that I sound, I probably not me. You're saying so you sound hurt for the wicked. I'm not sure what you meant by that. And then PPE said money is a way to get it back, and I'm getting mine. Well, you're living in England, so you must know where you're talking about.
Well, we can tell you who I get back some of my money right now.
Oh.
Scammer them there. Scammer them there. Yeah. You know how that go.
Yeah, you know how much things them do to we as Jamaican, and that was your view saying that. And PPE saying I set up mines and they are paying me in my account every month.
When you say Queen pay reparation money every month? That must say?
Basically, but he's living in England. I think this person is saying that he's in England.
Hey, probably the person there say, because if you do a couple of years working, you know you'll get your pension. So you know for the pension money.
Matabo.
Yeah, you get me?
Probably. All right, so Show Royal and Pelpa Time is saying they are wicked. They are a wicked set of people. I think he's referring to the king and the queen.
No, but I know Joe, because what you know, for you in them position there, you know. Anybody feel that you might come to and say, if you kill him? Yeah.
Off with his head.
Off with his head right now.
All right, so Goldburn is asking, who will they replace her with? Automatically, since her husband is no longer alive, automatically it goes to her eldest, which is now King Charles III. So he automatically get the position of king. So when he passes away now, if he never have no children of his own, or his wife is no longer alive, then it goes to
The son them.
the other brother. Yeah, so it passed down bloodline to bloodline.
Hey, but watch you know, something drastic happening right now. No, 'cause I think one of the sons actually married. I'm not sure if I'm married at this point. I'm not sure if they married, but one of the sons did date a girl out of the race.
Yeah, Meghan and Prince William.
Yeah.
Prince Harry, sorry.
So it's possible for them bringing in one different mix tonight later on from this.
Yeah, they got married and they had, I think, probably about 2 people now.
Yeah, so it's possible for that happen.
Remember, I think she's an African American, that dark skinned girl they're talking.
Dark? She never
Meghan.
dark.
She light skinned then. She never white like them, in other words. Or she never come from England. Where was I in the comment section? Donovan is saying, me not care about no reparation, but me not rate them people there. I feed them ancestors, slave or ancestors.
So you know if you care about the reparation, remember I said the money there you forget back for kind of ease off some of the pressure, I guess. You see it. So something we needed.
Hey, so I have an interesting question from So Hype over in Pelpa Time. He says, so what's gonna happen with Vybz Kartel case now that the Queen is dead?
Well, I think the case still pending. The Queen never really have nothing to do with it. Because remember I said everything now going to switch over. A matter of fact, it's still like I just knew people are going to look at the case now.
Right?
You get me?
Everything still stands. All the law still stands. Everything is just that somebody else a rule instead of the Queen, in other words.
So everything still the same way.
Alright, so Kimon is saying, no, we just have better things to do. I guess she's referring to that. Nobody no really talk about it in Canada because they have better things to do over there. Amulet is saying, fun facts, Charles become king before the world knew about the death of the Queen. What do you mean him become king before the world knew?
Hey, so you know, so I send out one call right now. Anybody who know the ring here, you know?
England.
Supposed to know it's a street, I England the call you go, you know? Cheerio.
Hey, good evening.
Cheerio.
Good evening.
How you doing?
You're on the live.
Big up on the side. Big up.
How you doing? What's it like over there now?
In England.
Well, it's raining in London.
Yeah, it's raining right
You guys are not at the palace?
No. It's raining.
So-
we have work in the morning.
Yeah.
So in other words, you're not busy about Queen, eh?
No, we do. Yes, we do. But you know it goes. Life goes on. We have to work in it.
That's true. Bills have to pay, same way food have to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a sad time for the country, yes.
sad time.
Yeah.
So you sad too? Alo is a Jamaican?
It doesn't matter. Remember, she's the head of the Commonwealth, you know, so it's not like England is our only interaction with the Queen. We've been interacting with the Queen from day one because she's the head of Jamaica, the head of the Commonwealth.
Hey, but guess what? The people here are, they're furious that she died and she did not give them back the reparation money. So, the people kind of want to know what's going on.
Yes, but at the end of the day, Jamaicans are, I am a Jamaican, but Jamaicans are our own enemies. Who is out there killing off one? It's not the Queen. You understand? So, at the end of the day, Jamaica need to fix their own problem, certain problem first. I'm not saying that they didn't do any wrong or anything like that, but guess what? We have to deal with it in accordance.
Yeah. Hey, may I explain something for those who don't know in Jamaica? May I explain that TV licensing in England? Explain how that works, the TV license.
Well, TV license is something like you'd have to pay, for instance, you pay your taxes. Even though you're telly, you bought your telly, you went to the store and buy it, cash or wherever you buy it, bring it to your house, but you still have to pay a license. License meaning you have to pay a license to have a television in your house watching.
So if you have more than one TV, you have to pay a license for all those TV?
No. The TV license is £100 and something a year. You can pay it yearly, or you can pay it quarterly, or you can pay as you go. Like every 2 weeks, which is maybe £15 for every 2 weeks. But you have to pay 100 and something pounds a year.
And that would be
You
different
have to pay
from.
it, and if you don't pay it, you will go to prison.
We go to prison if you don't pay a TV.
My TV, when I'm going to the store by cash, I have to pay to watch it, or I'll be prisoned.
You know if you have no TV.
You have to, you're not necessarily paying to watch it. You're paying to have a television in your house. You have to pay for your telly, because what I call TV license.
All right. So how will they know that you have a TV in your house?
Because they have got systems set up where they can determine if you have a television in your house. Back in the days, they never used to be like that. They used to knock you up and find out if you have one. But I think or heard that it's in place now, where they have certain transport on the road that can determine the signals of who have a telly.
And that would be different from like a cable, like you're paying a cable bill. That would be different from a cable bill.
Yeah, there too. Yeah, because I've got, well, where Jamaica called cable, I've got Sky. Same thing as cable.
Yeah.
Over here is Sky. So I pay my Sky bill, which is 50-something pounds, almost £60 a month. And I still have to pay my light bill. I still have to pay for the TV license. So you have to pay for all of that. You have to pay something called council tax. Different from TV license. Council tax, I pay £150 every month.
So all who want to go to England, go see them and live nice life.
Welcome to the license and the bills.
Welcome to the bills.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I have to pay them, because if you don't pay a council tax, I don't pay a TV license, you can't look on some prison time or courthouse, or if you can't pay the court, you go to prison. There are people here that try to beat the system, but trust me, when the system catch up with them, but maybe like you have, for instance, you have some people buy a telly then, so them live at number 10, then buy a telly in a number 12 address, but when they get catch, they're gonna be a supper.
Oh, then buy it like in a different address.
Different people address.
Yes,
Different
but then
name.
if you get catch, dog name your supper, yes.
And that sound like a Jamaican name that do that one there, right? Yeah.
This sound how we may really have to pay for watch me for have a television in my house in Jamaica when
Yes,
again I
you
want
have
somebody.
to.
So hold on, one license, how much TV that cover inside the house?
You just cover that property. If it doesn't matter how much telly you have inside. Once you pay a license, they cover the whole house.
Oh, okay.
So that means you can't live in England and broke then.
Well, no, because guess what? You have things, you have bills to pay. You have bills to pay like Jamaica. You have things to do. You have to pay a TV license, you have to pay your rent, your council tax, punch your light, your gas, everything. Yes.
You have to pay for light and gas too.
You pay for light and gas? No.
You punch your gas, or you punch your thingy. Your gas or your electric. You call it punch. You can pay your bill, but you can punch. I don't pay the bill, I punch. So you have a card where you go at the post office, like maybe every 2 weeks or every week, and put money on it. So as pay as you go. To me prefer that, because when you get the bill all £300-400.
Hey, this person is saying that he's living in England for 25 years and him not paying a TV license. When them come, him run them.
Well,
boy.
good on him. Good on him.
And that's a Jamaican,
Good
right?
on him.
Probably, because him say when them come in my yard, me run them away because they can't come into my yard.
Yeah.
Well, good on him until they catch up with him.
And I think he's saying he's living in London.
Yeah, London.
I pay my TV license, because guess what? Prison life not nice.
Prison life, no.
So like you go already?
Nah.
No, we're not going. No, I've never been. I'm not going to.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I've never been, and I'm not going to, in Jesus' name.
So question, so like how the Queen died today now, they probably are going to have today like a holiday now, right?
Well, they haven't said anything as yet. We're just waiting to see what they're going to do. But as of now, we have a king. As soon as the Queen died, we have an instant king, which is our son, Charles. So we have a king now.
Yeah.
But they haven't said. Normally, I think they may be going to do, because she's reigning for 70 years. So they have to do something like that.
So in terms of the money now, so like when you have the king coming now, then probably going to change over the face and the money to his face. They say anything about that?
Maybe, yes. They haven't said anything yet either, but maybe
But
because
it can still remain, you know. it can still remain she. Remember, say I be a dead people upon Jamaica money, you know, so it can still remain
Yeah, she
that
can.
her
I don't
face.
think if they even remove her, I don't think they're gonna remove her from all of them because remember, you know, she's been reigning for 70 years, you know.
And she depend all of them now.
Well, yeah. Well, probably like the bigger nodes.
Now, all of them she depend.
No, I don't think she's on all of them.
She's on all of them.
But I don't think they're gonna remove her from all if they do because she reigned for 70 years.
She's on all of them and someone else is on the back of them, like, you know, like a two faces.
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, but if they even remove her, maybe they leave her on maybe the 50-pound note, maybe.
And that's the biggest note you guys have.
Yeah, the biggest note.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 50. And 50 pound, yeah.
So my question, did you guys know that she was gravely ill? Did they announce it to the country, like, you know?
Well, they announced it today at 12:30. They announced it, but I think the public knew something was up because I think they knew because the photo that came out with her Tuesday when she was accepting the incoming prime minister, she looked a bit frail. So I think from then everybody was like, yeah, the queen is kind of on her way out.
Yeah, but you always look the way. From you know the queen,
no, sometimes you can tell when in her age you can tell when they're ill.
Remember, 76, trust me, that
sorry,
96.
Life,
96, she live a good life.
Yeah, she live a full life. Remember, so we're supposed to live a score, which is 70-something, 71. And she's almost a century.
Queenie, all right, I whole heap of palace and all that Queenie they left enough money, Queenie good.
Yeah.
Queenie good. Right now, there's tons of people out of Buckingham Palace right now as
we are watching a live feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My body gather.
So,
that's
and I feed them. No, listen, we have got to drive a good little way to go up our Queenie there and rain and fall and all of that.
Okay, me did the
whole day. The dieted royal, yeah, some dieted royal watchers, them did it so all tonight, whole night,
Go back to the morning.
The morning, yeah.
Yeah, like any little thing we keep a Buckingham Palace, them spread bed from the night before and sleep out there, everything in a bag and all them something there,
Yeah.
Them that the dieted royal watchers with them dieted.
Hey, so you say money
to be honest,
and fame can't save nobody.
Keep the to be honest, anything keep a Buckingham Palace. If you have like say for instance, 1,000 people gather, you maybe have maybe 100 black and mostly white. Trust me, because even right now, mostly white people out there. 90% or 80% are white out there.
Yeah. Understood.
Not that black people don't love her, but I think white people more,
Yeah, because she's white herself, no sir?
Yeah, but I don't even think it's because of that. But white people, they're more 1%. Black people care, but white people are more passionate then.
Yeah, black people in a sense, remember say.
We still watch it on the telly.
Yeah, remember so we not too in them for what them do from back then, So all of them feelings they still a carry up until today, generation upon generation.
Yeah, and I understand. But why people with black people we still watch it on the telly? But why? Trust me, I go see more white than anything else.
Yeah.
It's sad though. Yeah, she did. But at the end of the day, we all see that money and fame and all of them luxury things they cannot see.
And I carry no. You know what? Something she leave behind. Queenie never carry none with her. She's gone by herself.
Yeah, because I know some top class doctor did run her when she did, and not even them could have saved her.
Yeah, but you after that same way. Hey, me think them change out her organ them couple times while she lives so long,
But Charles, we can't bother you. You're conspiracy things now.
Pelpa not easy,
but it's possible for happen. You get me for shit. So long them probably change.
Listen to you and your conspiracy things now. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. We just live a good life and that was our time.
That is it. I think so too. But Pelpa love come with some things.
No.
70 years, the longest reign.
Yeah, and she went 70s, longest.
So, that you talk about big one things.
It sounds like your voice are fade out. I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't know. And she have never put her foot wrong since.
Never do what?
She have never put her foot wrong in her reign since she's reigning.
Put her foot wrong? What that mean?
Meaning she have never done anything bad like
Watcha.
illegal or
Watcha.
anything for cause scandal.
Who said that?
What she do with cause scandal? What she do with cause scandal?
The biggest scandal is slavery.
I know she can't slavery come from long before she.
She ban come see all of that same like how me and you ban come see we black people are kill off them mother, the poverty, everything. We ban come see it in it.
Yeah, but she could have
We
put a
ban come see
stop
all
to
that,
it.
you know.
Yeah, she could have put a stop to it. She never did.
All right. Yeah, but remember, but all of the world leaders, the things that them couldn't stop certain things to go in them country, they wouldn't stop it. But them ban come see it just the same. Them try to fix it, but guess what? At the end of time.
Yeah, same like how we ban come here say, yo, them who with money from slavery. We never know them something there. A year we come here about it just the same.
All right, put it this way. My grandfather, my mother father, remember, you know, my mother father come here upon what they call it, what would they call it, banana boat. Then come upon Windrush. Right? But you must hear about Windrush. My grandfather come here, mom and dad come here upon Windrush. So basically, originally, mommy could have had a British passport back then because he came here on Windrush. So if you look over film family when left behind then, they would have been in England for all them years.
Yeah,
come
understood.
straight from Jamaica with a British passport because him come up on Windrush. You understand? But him come and him leave him family behind and come and start a fresh family with a married to white woman and pick up a total different life.
Hey man, them wicked, you see? Hey man, them wicked.
So me never know all them history there.
That's what I tell you now. I tell you, your granddad come here upon Windrush, which is mommy father.
And anybody who
And he
don't
come
know,
here married to him
this is
come
my
here and leave
sister on
mommy
the
and
line.
Uncle Patrick at Jamaica.
Hold on, honey. For those who don't know, this is production sister on the line. Now you know.
Right? And him come and him leave my mother and Uncle Patrick at Jamaica and come here married to a white lady and have kids. Start a whole new life.
So I see them white people there.
Them live here, innit? Mommy have two white brothers and live here.
Oh, that
So you have two white uncles living in England.
I never see them.
No, but them live here, man. Them, you know, them live. When you come at the time, you never see them, but them live here.
So you see them? So you see them?
No. But we talk to, remember we have the other last one, didn't you? Dexter, the last one.
No, well, I see Dexter. Dexter is one of them? Dexter is not one of them.
No, Dexter, him last wife's son. Dexter not one of them. So by right, as I said, my mother should have a British passport because her father come here upon Windrush. So I said, all them people that come upon Windrush, and them come and pave the way for all of we Jamaica that they here today.
Yeah.
So when you see them that try to put out the Windrush people, they might deny them a status here. It was wrong, totally wrong.
And Windrush.
Because of them people, they build England.
So may I try to get the Windrush thing? What
it mean?
What, the banana boat?
Windrush are the people, what we back home, we call banana boat back home. But Windrush it is because, you know, like, like when the Jamaican man and woman, them come here, man, leave Jamaica,
them
come here on the ship.
Them ship
them come on the ship.
Ship.
It's a ship.
Back then it was ship.
But the ship, but the rightful name for it is Windrush. But we used to call it back home banana boat.
Because I like the produce them go in on them boat there. So them go in with the produce and run off in a sense.
Yeah.
Oh, like them go there for work and run off then. Some of them.
Yeah, but I want to say it was really a runoff because they knew of them. Because remember, you know, them call them. I remember say at that time we were under England, so we were entitled to a British passport. But because we never knowledgeable enough, a lot of us wasn't knowledgeable enough to claim it. You understand? A lot of them be here for years without status, and they end up get sent back, end up get all kind of thing happen, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I never say we hide and come. England send for them, but they come help build England and put England right there.
Yeah.
So when you see them treat we, so now as Jamaican come here, we can't come unless we have a visa, and them turn you back at airport and all of the nonsense, and people come here and take years and years to get stay. It's wrong. I know say you have Jamaicans to come here and the wrong stuff, yes.
And Jamaica make it bad.
That's what
Why them start lock off the thing, so no, we don't. Because Jamaica go on and England.
Yeah,
go
that's
all
it, because
sort of
Jamaicans come here and don't behave. Some of them come here and don't behave themselves. So them start end up if they have to get visa for come here, which in a lot of other Caribbean countries don't need visa for come here. But because we tan so, we have to end up having to get visa for come here.
Yeah,
And we get
really.
sent back to.
Really, that happened, yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
rough. It's
So
rough.
so you good suffer feel bad, they say, you see it.
It's
Right.
rough.
Yeah, because we come here, we not behave ourselves.
So what time
So
it
that's
is in
why.
England right now?
9 o'clock.
9
the
at the
dot.
night. You see it, and right here.
3:01 here in Jamaica.
It's 3 o'clock here now.
Yeah, it's 9:01 here. 9:01, a minute past 9.
All right. So about what time, your time, did she like passed away?
2 hours ago, so about 7
About
o'clock.
7 o'clock.
And the night,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, but I think they knew before.
Yeah, because
Trust me,
I was tracking it since I saw it like before day this morning here, and the last news I saw they posted was when I think it was Prince William was at the airport, and you know he get a police escort and all of that to go to the palace. That was the last news until we got the news that she passed.
So my question is...
well, she died in Scotland, innit? In Scotland, up at one of our castle in Scotland. That's where she died. She didn't die in London. Yeah.
What was your question?
You ever see the Queen before in person?
No, but I've been to Buckingham Palace more than once.
Yeah, we all do. I me too, but we never see the
Yeah,
Queen.
but when you see the Queen, the only time you go really see the Queen is when them have like parades and stuff going on at Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
And they have like parades and that, and she out parading and that. You know, you're not gonna really see the Queen like, oh, see the Queen over there, so you're not gonna really see that.
Hey, so in question, production said something earlier that he has never seen any of the queens pregnant. You live in there, have you ever get a glimpse or something like that?
Like
Are the
with
Queen
a belly?
pregnant?
Yeah. You see her, you see the
the
belly.
Queen
No.
No.
Can
But
it be
the Queen kids them go all of them mean it.
No, not only. Yeah, you have other ones down like the son, them wife or so we have kids.
I never see a picture
yeah,
either.
of
I never
course.
see a picture. I
Of
never even
course.
see a picture of her
Of course.
pregnant.
Then no, not the Queen, but I've seen the Queen grandkids and wife pregnant. Yeah.
And nowadays, no, a phone
Yeah,
date,
you
a
see them-
phone time, you know. So someone is from
Yeah,
England
you
and
see them
call me
like William wife, Harry wife, the other grandkids them were pregnant. Yeah, you see them with them partner. Yeah.
So, you
You see them, but let me tell you, you see, because we live here, it just coming like the norm, to be honest.
Hey, somebody saying that Moorish Castle, is that where she died? Moorish Castle, and they're saying that don't belong to that fake queen.
Oh my God! Well, that the part of she was there. I know that more. She died at Balmoral. Balmoral. She died in Scotland.
Not sure, but that's what they comment in the section. Moorish.
Hey, and someone,
Well, I don't know what they're saying.
someone is from England calling right now.
Right. So the person went on and said the original queen is a Moorish woman, not a hybrid Albion.
The first queen, that.
I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, because it's two of them. She's the second.
So somebody gone back years in our history. Where we
Yeah.
don't
Well,
know
them
about.
gone back years because as you know, the queen wasn't even supposed to be the queen because it wasn't her dad that got, when her granddad died, it was her uncle that was supposed to be king. But he didn't want it because he was in love with a woman in America, so her dad got king. So that's how queen, when her dad died when she was 25, 26, somewhere so, that's how she become queen because originally was her uncle was supposed to be king.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right, then.
But as I said, them gone way back.
Yeah. Farther than me, you can go.
All right, then. So take care.
All
And
right, big up on yourself.
Bye.
Yeah, man.
It's all good in the neighborhood.
Yes, it is.
All right, later then. Love you too.
All right, yeah, big up.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, hey, this heartbeat, you're going way back in history where someone we don't know about.
Hey, the person from England who I called a while ago, give back a call because we still the number I call, you see. So, you know.
Alright, so West Bank is saying, I'll know she don't apologize for the enslavement, not even that over 70 years on the throne.
Hey, wait, come like me a call about the number, you know. We're not each call about the number, you know. He's under England number call. Say, you know, the British them out today. We are going out. What time are England? 8 o'clock at night?
9.
9 o'clock at night. Big up, big up.
This is you can hear the Jamaican in our vibe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
go ahead.
Put your mouth close to the phone. We could hear you good.
Come
Come out for the speaker if you have the little earphone thing there. Go on again.
No, you're far.
So
If
like
you're having
you're
a
far.
Bluetooth device, or so can you disconnect it and just,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, cause that
straight through the phone? Yeah.
ish. Alright, go on, I could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to cut the Bluetooth.
Man, take out the Bluetooth because Bluetooth normally sound away.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll call you back and you take it out then? Alright. Yeah. So, you know
Alright,
that.
so I guess Tark Bay is educating the people in the comment section because he was saying that we should ask your sister about the original Europeans being Moors,
Hey,
the
but remember,
only Roman Empire.
remember, so you can call in and give the history there too, you know. The number is 294-0075.
And then he also said the so-called Jamaicans are the original Irish people.
Yeah, family, big up. Yeah, man,
Yeah. Hello?
No.
Yeah, man, big up.
Alright. Yeah. But it sound like you're fast, I don't know why. Your voice don't sound.
Near to the phone.
Yeah. Alright, go on.
I don't know, it's a sad moment, moment gone,
Yeah. So is that your mother too?
Yeah. No, I don't know, a queen, I don't know, it's a moment we call her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gone, I don't know, it's a sadness, you see me?
Yeah.
Hey, but I first Jamaican on me here come say she a mummy. All of the Jamaican them a bun her out right now for the reparation money.
Man, follow the people and say, man, the queen a good woman, man.
Well, it seems that the people in England might say that, but the people in Jamaica go say something.
But this person is a Jamaican, they can hear that in them voice.
No, the Jamaican them in England and say, Mummy, and big up the queen, but the Jamaican them are Jamaica, but not the queen, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm about the queen for Pelpa.
Yeah.
Queen alright, man. You get me? I just a sad moment, you see me?
Yeah.
I want to, not we still, not like Jamaican a cry, but I don't know, see, I want to people up here cry and them things they right about now. To them colour, you get me?
Yeah, understood.
Yeah. That she pass off in Scotland or 6 o'clock this evening.
Yeah.
But me believe that she passed off about 5 days ago.
About 5 days ago?
No, but they saw her in public on Tuesday.
Huh?
She was in the public on Tuesday. She was
in the
accepting
public
some prime minister who came into the country on Tuesday.
A girl, man. The Queen dead long time, man. The Queen dead for 5 days ago.
Really?
So how you come by that now?
That's cool, man. I feel like when the husband dead, man. And 9 days after they report the husband dead, you know, say the husband just dead, you know, and he dead long time.
Yeah, well, it's possible still, because them can keep it as a secret until them ready.
Full of Pelpa, man.
It's possible.
Yeah, listen, them a build up, a match or keep like, or a stage or keep like next week, and they have a build up to it from now, a build up to it, you get me? I see them a build up towards the Queen thing, my lad. Them a wear pale black and them thing, you see me? So we know the Queen dead from the other day.
So you said that did that go on, the black wearing did that go on from other days, eh?
Oh, you mean, man, from Sunday, black wearing a go on, man. Sunday we go on, man, and cook down.
And that's like all of the prime minister, like the government people who wear black and them things.
Alright.
Well, you tell us still, so, you know?
I mean, in a place, man, I tell you, man,
yeah.
all the papi thing, man.
Yeah.
See me? But Pelpa is a good look still, I love the show still, I take it in for more days, you know?
Yeah, man, big up, man.
Yeah, man, because I was taking it in the other day when they talk about and the thing that go down. It was the vice for the thing. Again, remember the other day?
Yeah, understood.
I made it calm, man, with SKENG
SKENG. Massacre and Skeng, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the calling and I there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Something is wrong with the computer thing. I wasn't
Oh, yeah, for real. Big up, man, for calling back, you know. You see it?
Yes, Pelpa, man. I mean, I keep a show live, you see me?
Yeah.
And big up yourself, my lad. And big up, mommy.
Big up.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah. Love, love, and respect. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
All right,
big
thank
up.
you.
Appreciate the call.
All right, so Lisa 6 and Pelpa time, right? She's saying, did anybody send their condolences to the Queen grandson, L.A. Lewis? The royal family is stayed so all is possible, and that's from Amelie Talisman. And then...
Hey, the phone lines are open right now, 294-0075.
All right, so Ambitious Usla is saying she passed away a long time ago, but they didn't want to announce it right away because they were trying to switch her organs out to see if they could bring her back to life.
What I mean? I'm thinking the possible way I talk about. What you call them a come in, you know?
Jaja. Them some of them one. I think I only in a movie them some of them
Other
one.
person like L.A. Lewis on the screen also.
Hello, good afternoon.
Big up.
Hey, peace and
Hello?
love. This is Top Bay here.
Oh yeah, you're the history teacher in the comment section.
Yes. This is me, Top Bay, the Moorish American.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim on
What I
call
want
you
to
back, yeah? Yeah, man, go on, family.
Say again.
No, man, not
Say
you.
again,
You go
sorry?
on. No, not you.
No, man, you talk.
Yeah, you can talk now.
All right. So what I was saying is that the original British and original European people are actually us and our families here in in the Americas, North, South, and Central America, right? And some of our cousins from Europe came over here to do business, etc. That's how they got these contracts and stuff to have. Sorry, some noise in the background. Yeah, this is how they have the contracts to do business here on these lands. That's how you have Jamaica, which is a private British corporation that got established in 1962. Right, so they have like a charter, which was like 50 to 60 years, which is up. The time is up right now.
Yeah.
So but the people, they don't know themselves. They don't know they're Moors. Their ancestors were Moors, and they think they're Jamaicans, which is a private corporation, which makes them incompetent, and they're being called or labeled a minority, which means a child or children who cannot articulate or think for themselves, so they need a guardian or a parent, which becomes the government, which means to government, which is two words, govern, to control, and mind or mental, to control your mind for you because you can't control it for yourself. So this is what's going on. So all of this, the queen is dying and dead and all of this stuff, that's all politics and that's all a show. They all know what's going on, but our people are the only ones who are not, who have been kept in the dark, because our own people who look just like us, who are actually some of these same British Moors and European Moors, etc., have been keeping us in the dark as to information about law and civics and history and stuff about ourselves. So they label us black, which in law means to be dead. If you look at a law dictionary and you look up the word black, and you would see it says civiliter mortus, which is in Latin, which means to be dead in the eyes of the law and having no rights or liberties. And white, sorry, someone's making noise.
No, man, that's okay. You know, we're in the studio, so the cameraman them out and about.
Okay, and white just means to be in full life. It doesn't mean skin complexion. So our people to start getting into history and law, because they both go hand in hand together with each other. And that so-called prime minister and all of that, all these politicians and all of that, they are just trustees holding on to the estates for the people, because they don't know themselves, they don't know who they are, they don't know their history, etc. And as I said, they're pronounced dead or incompetent or minority.
So basically, black
Sorry, go
means
ahead.
dead to them.
No, it means dead universally by law. It doesn't mean dark-skinned people. It has actually, when you look up the word, black is an adjective, and people are nouns. Only if you like, you look at the 8 parts of speech, you would see that black is an adjective, and people. If you look up people, you will see people are nouns. So there's no such people called black people, because people need to come from a land, or the name of the land is named after the people, or the people named after the land. So America is north, south, and central, which is a geographical landmass. America is not the U.S. corporation, but they keep saying America, 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 because they want to steal your birthrights. Because America is the land again, north, south, and central, and the people are Americans or Moors, which meaning people with dark skin. In Spanish, they would use the word moreno or morena, meaning dark-skinned man, dark-skinned woman. But if they want to how to say diss you, they would say negro, which means a pale chimpanzee, a monkey.
Oh, yeah.
So human rights does not apply to monkeys or paints or crayons or colors. Human rights only applies to people, which is Moorish people. Look up the word Moor, you would see it's a noun. It's not an adjective.
Yeah.
So, and then you look up under black in the dictionary, you would see the word black dot more dot, black dot more, meaning, black dot a more, meaning black or more, meaning anyone with dark skin complexion. So what they did was they dropped out the word more and they kept black.
Yeah.
And as I said, which is to disenfranchise us from our estate, which our ancestors left in trust for us. And the fake queen is the one holding title over all of us as dead at sea, because we're claiming to be black when there's no such people called black.
Yeah, because we're not black. We're more brown than anything else. I'm black.
Exactly, because it's not a skin complexion. That's why they don't teach us law or civics or history.
Yeah.
They never teach that to our people.
Understood.
They never teach nationality. Right?
Yeah.
And everyone in the world has a nationality. It comes from your mother, your from nature or natal. Nature, national, nationality, meaning you came from a mother. When you're saying you're black, it's like you're stateless, and you haven't come from a mother, because colors don't come from people or paint.
Yeah.
So this is how the world works. This is how nationality works. And everyone knows this. Your prime ministers, your pastors, your church people, the attorneys, lawyers, everyone in their little clubs, they know this information, but they keep it amongst themselves, so they benefit from this game that they've been playing for all these years, right? And they use our birth certificates. They've been using our birth certificates or the birth certificates that they claim that's ours as bonds.
Yeah.
That they trade on the stock market. But the world is not accepting it anymore.
Hey, family, some people know what you're talking about. Some people know about right. That's what you're talking about a while ago. About the bird paper part of it.
Of course, this is our business. This is how they trade. They trade with bird paper, with bonds, stocks and bonds on the stock market. So they use the people as collateral, because the bird papers are worth like about $6 million US each. So, but the thing is, they put the names in all caps, all capital letters, in what they, and a name is not spelled with capital letters. A name is spelled with one capital letter and the others are in common letters, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they put your name in all caps, which represents a corporation or a business. If you look it up in any law book, all caps and what that means in law.
Yeah.
And you would see it doesn't represent a people, it represents a corporate entity, which is called in law a person.
Like a business.
Person means two different things. You can have a natural person and you can have an artificial person, which is like what you would call a straw man in law. Or like the guy made of straw in the garden.
Yeah.
That's why they always ask you, what's your name? When these so-called police or mercenaries interact with our people, they always ask them first, what's your name? Because they want to establish what we call status, because status is the first issue in law. So they want to know if you honor your mother and fathers. Because if your mother and fathers were called Moors, if our ancestors were called Moors, how can we be black today? And our ancestors wasn't Christians, and it wasn't like a religion. It's not a religion. It's more like a political system. We were known as in history as Muslims, not Muslim as the religious stuff. A Muslim, meaning dealing with nature, coming from the original people, like muscles, organs, skin, electrons, etc. And dealing with Islam, which is I, self, law, and master, not that religious hocus pocus stuff they teach, or those imams try to teach us or try to influence us with. It's all dealing with the mother. It's all dealing with your mother and the woman being the head. So what they do is try to get rid of the woman, and if they can get her to be skinning out and doing all these dancehall stuff, spinning on her head, that's where they want her in the lower self. They don't want the woman to be in the higher self to teach our children, which is in the most illuminated school in the universe, which is a womb, right?
Yeah.
And they want her to be the opposite of that, so that they can have the sons, which is us. So we're not only your husbands and your boyfriends and whatever. We're your sons. So we came from you. So we should be honoring our mothers and all women on a whole. But they flipped it and they put the patriarchal stuff like they're doing right now, which is symbolic with the queen, the fake queen, sorry. They're getting rid of her to put a king when men can make children.
Yeah.
Right? So it's always, with our ancestors, it was always a matriarchal thing. Always the woman was always head. We always have the mother on top. But with their Christianity stuff, they switched it and they have now the men or sons wearing dresses, etc. Like in the courtrooms, you see the so-called magistrates, judges, they have these long robes.
Yeah.
In the churches, the pastors, they have their long, always imitating the woman to get the energy, the feminine energy, which is the strongest energy on the planet. Right? So our women, our mothers need to get back into their right positions and take their places amongst the affairs of men. And we need to get our minds right again and get back to the ways of our ancient mothers and fathers and our ancestors, and dealing in law and civics, astrology, mathematics, all the sciences that our ancestors brought here. Read about the historical Moors, how we contributed, all the arts, all the Renaissance, how we, even before in Kemet, we were called, a Moor means the high priest of Anu. And all this, these castles and stuff all around the world, they're actually Moorish castles. Our ancestors built those.
Yeah. Hey fam,
so
now, hold on, may I say, so like what them say end times, you know? Them say end of time now.
That's for them.
Repeat?
It's the end of their time. Their time has been up.
Yeah.
It's the end of them time. It's our time again. They're supposed to be handing our stuff back over, as I told you before, but our people is in a dead state. So it's like we're in limbo because on a mass scale, we don't know who we are. And if our ancestors left in trust for us, our estates, our vast estates, the largest estates on the planet, as Moors, how are we now calling ourselves black, which is a color that has no standing in law?
Hey fam, question. You're in England right now, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm not in England.
Okay.
No, I'm in America, which is north, south, and central of the land. I'm a Moor, American, just like you.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
American or Ireland though, as a black man, 'cause you're black, right?
No, I'm not black. I'm a Moor. Moor means dark skin. Black means look up.
All right.
When you
Dark skin then.
when you get well here I am dark skin. I'm a Moor. Anybody with dark skin is a Moor. They're not black.
Yeah.
If the original meaning of black, you need to get like our people need to get an etymology dictionary and look up the meaning of the word black, and you would see it means pale, P-A-L-E.
What's the name of the dictionary?
So get an etymology, meaning the original, the root or matrix of all words. That's the science of words. That's what they never taught us in school.
Yeah.
So the etymology shows you or takes you back to the root or meaning of any word and the time and date that the word was created. For example, when you do the etymology on the word black, it shows you that black is a word from, it doesn't go past the 1400s. It's a Johnny-come-lately made-up term for social engineering. So when someone says like, oh, the ancient black people, they're telling lies because there's no such word named black in history. That word is a new word that was created, as I said, for social engineering.
Yeah, well, it's been around for our time.
Generations.
Basically. For our time, you know.
Yeah,
but I understand.
That's to trick you to take your land from you.
Yeah,
it's to trick you to disenfranchise us from our land. So, for example, if you call our great grandmothers black, they would take your head off with a machete instantly. Because they knew you were trying to take they were trying to take their land.
I think this is why people don't like to be called a nigger.
Because nigger means black in Spanish.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's the same thing. And a nigger is a pale chimpanzee or a caveman.
Understood.
So that's why they get you to say that to each other, so that they can now treat you as such, and the universe because words are powerful and they manifest, they have frequencies. So basically, you can be casting spells on yourself. Yeah, because it's when you look into the etymology of black, you would see it says overcast, shrouded in darkness, evil, wicked, gloomy, and all that stuff.
All right, so somebody in the comment section, right, the Goldburn is saying, I've met a few Moorish before. They don't need any type of documents to travel the world. All they carry is a scroll. How true is this?
Okay. Sorry, can you say that again? Say it. It was kind of breaking up a little bit. You said
They said that I've met a few Moorish before. They don't need any type of documents to travel the world. All they carry is a scroll.
Right, but we're not supposed to need any documents to start with because this is our land. But because we're listed as entities, a corporation with these Christian names in all capital letters, then we're listed as property. That's a property status.
Okay.
Status is the first issue in law. So what we need to be carrying our ancestors' names or appellation, sorry, not names, because names are Christian property. A title is what we should have, which is the world already knows, and this been out since 1929. But all our so-called black leaders and pastors, they've sold us out.
Yeah.
All of them. Look up, when you get a chance, everybody should look up Noble Drew Ali or Noble Drew Ali. And he was the one that came in 1913 and said, we are not Negro, black, or colored, or Ethiopians. But then they pushed Selassie on us. He was the one that was informing Marcus Garvey on how to get around with civics and stuff. When he was in jail, locked up, Noble Drew Ali went to visit him and teach him certain stuff and all of that.
Somebody in the comments say black is power.
That's a lie. Show me. Let him prove it. Show it in the dictionary where it says that.
Yeah.
Black means death. Black means in law, civiliter mortus. Look it up.
Yeah,
meaning to be dead in the eyes of the law.
It is ironic when somebody dead, them always just in a black.
Yeah.
They caught in a black. So
always.
Right.
Now
that I am learning this, I am kind of looking at this in a total different perspective.
And at first, me I hear it still is it. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
fam.
because everybody knows this stuff, and they would never teach you it because they want you to remain and keep saying that stuff and keep being in that dead state so they can murder you and murder our people. The only people they murder is people that call themselves black. Look at that.
Yeah.
Do you ever see them murdering Chinese people in the street? A Chinese man would never deny his ancestry and say he's yellow or green or purple, because human rights only applies to people, not colors.
Yeah. But the reason why the people do this black thing now and a whole and so tied to it is because them grew up. The whole of them grew up and I hear it, you know?
They've been brainwashed by our own people.
Basically.
Yeah. Because it's a business.
Yeah.
It's a business. Yeah. They make so much off of people calling themselves black, identifying as that, off of our people. The whole world benefits by us doing that nonsense. And when we stop doing that, then there's problems for the rest. That's why the world is ending, because lots of our people are waking up to the BS.
So
and the universe is responding.
So you go back to the end world again. So you believe the world would be ending soon?
No, the world that they know about in terms of their corporate, fake, artificial mother. Everything goes back to nature now. Yeah, we need to get back to the earth, get back to drinking fresh water from the springs.
But
get back to making our own food.
But
planting our own stuff.
Based off of how the earth a move now, the world a move, we're not going nowhere back to that. What you are talking about, we move further and further from it.
Well, that's going to be more detrimental for us, because we're people of the earth. If you look up the word more as well in a law book, you would see that the word more also means land.
Yeah.
Right? So we are land. That's why they don't want us to use that word to identify ourselves, because now we're going to connect ourselves back to nature. And now we're going to have been our right frame of mind. And when we're connected to nature, that means we're connected to the universe, and we're connected to all the laws, and we're respecting the laws of the earth, the natural laws, etc. Right? But right now we're outside of we're like outlaws, because there's no land on the planet called black that the black people are from.
So you have to say about Africa.
Africa is a new word, is a Latin word that only meant the region around Tripoli before they start using it to identify the whole continent.
So what it was before, the name?
It was called Al-Kebulon, which is Moorish, A-L. Our titles, Moorish titles, that we should be carrying are Ali, A-L-I.
Hold on, what was the first word?
B-E-Y. Ali, A-L-I. B-E-Y.
That's one word?
Yes, Ali first. Ali is one title. B-E-Y. L, E-L.
L-E-L?
D-E-Y. Yeah, E-L. D-E-Y.
Everybody make sure you have a pen and a paper out.
And Al, A-L.
Yeah.
So the first word, hold on, the first word that you said, the Africans, was the African name. What was it again before it becomes Africa?
Al-Kebulon.
Al-Kebulon. Al-Kebulon.
Okay.
Hey.
You see how it has the Al in it?
Yeah.
The A-L?
Yeah.
Which is really tying us back to the land again. So all the lands with the original names and everything, like for example, you call your land where you are now Jamaica, but if you look at the old maps, you would see it says Yamaka, with an X.
Right. Or Examaica. Some people pronounce it as Examaica.
Yeah, Examaica. Yeah,
I mean land of food and water.
Say again?
I said that means land of food and water.
Exactly. So now they changed it, and they put Jamaica, which is a different jurisdiction. So now if you claim to be Jamaican, now you're under that corporate jurisdiction.
Understood.
And not under your natural living state dealing with nature, which is Yamaka, which is your ancestors' land and what they called it.
All right. But at this point where we're at right now, it doesn't matter what we want to say, Jamaica is on our bird paper.
Right. We don't have a choice but to say Jamaica.
Repeat?
No, it's not your bird paper because that wasn't created by your hands. That was created by evil hands that had nothing to do with you. And in the laws of contract, in contract laws, if a child or a minor cannot articulate for themselves or sign, not even your mother, even if your mother did it, she did it under what you call threat, duress, and coercion. Right? And she was in her state now having a child. They're like forcing her to do this paperwork and sign this up, put the baby's foot on this thing. And then again, look up the word in the law book called ab initio, meaning anything that's fraudulent from the beginning is fraudulent at the end.
Repeat that?
Ab initio.
Ab initio.
Yes. Meaning, if it's fraudulent from the beginning, it's fraudulent. It's never going to be de jure in the end.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but how can you not accept a bird paper or get a bird paper or have a bird paper?
Because you're not. Do birds get a bird paper?
Birds?
No.
Yeah.
No,
because they are part of the land.
Hey, but I think
right? All right, listen to this.
It's not illegal to don't have it right now. Vanessa?
I think so.
Legal and you have to. That's why you have to get a law book. Legal and lawful is two different words and means two different things. Legal deals with only corporate entities and corporations, and you're a human being. And people and human beings deal with law, and law comes from nature, universal law.
Yeah.
Not what men sit down in a boardroom and create. That's not called law. That's called an act or a statute. Which is created in Parliament to generate revenue for the state. That has nothing to do with law. Absolutely nothing. That's like saying you're too tall, 500. Your jersey is too red, 1,000. Don't walk too fast. That's an act. An act is a play or theater or drama.
Yeah. All right. So Castell in the comment section is saying that Al-Kabilwan. How do you pronounce that word?
You never write it down?
Yes, but Al-Kabilan is where he's from, Motherland Zion.
Is where he's from.
Yes.
And where is that again?
Africa.
That's what they call Africa today.
Right.
What is known as Africa. But also, Africa is a loose term because we're actually in Africa. America is Africa, or on paper, it's called the Maghreb, Alaska, meaning the most extreme west or northwest Africa. Which is Morocco.
Right, but somebody just commented and saying that Horland is in the east.
Yes. In some parts and on different maps, it would be the east, and some other parts it would be the west. For example, when they say the west, they mean, or most extreme west, that means America. That's why they call us, let's say, West Indian, right?
West Indies.
West means you're right, West Indies or West Indian or West Indies. West means America, and Indian or Indian comes from the word, they switched the word Moorish and they replaced it with Indian in the 1626. So anybody who was referred to as an Indian, they're just secretly calling them Moorish. That's a code word for Moorish. So when they say West Indian, they're saying Moorish American or American Moor.
Understood.
That's a code. Yeah.
Hey, I've heard that
you
Al-Kalbian word already, but it was only in the movies. I heard that word before.
Yeah, because they hide everything. That's why they say to our people, they say, if you want to hide something from us, put it in a book.
Yeah. Hey, I think the movie, when I hear the word, it was that movie with the zombie movie.
No.
Yep.
Al-Kabilan.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
man.
like us.
Yeah, man. When the man they turn out, the beast, like, remember him that said the word Al-Kabilan, they see him something there. But he was talking different language, but see him as well.
Yeah, I heard the word. I know I heard the word more than once in the movies.
Yeah, fam.
They put all our history in the movies. Everything about us, they put it in the movies. Everything about history, based on history, is based upon our story.
Yeah, well.
Because they don't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But it's just they put pale hybrid albions to act and pretend to be white, which white just means, when they say white just means the light knowledge, wisdom, purity, sovereign ruler of the land, God, etc. White doesn't mean pale skin or pale hybrid people.
Yeah, but
So,
but the name for
the
themselves
original white people.
We're not the name for themselves
Exactly,
white,
because
and they are not even white even.
No, because white is the status. It's not a skin complexion. White doesn't mean skin, and black doesn't mean skin. It's
Yeah,
law.
'cause-
It's legal terms.
I don't see nobody white like the paper when me have here, so for say them white.
No, that's our ancestors' status. If you look up in the law dictionary again, you look up the word free white persons. That's all it has in the book. There's no such a thing as white people or white person. It has free white persons in the law dictionary, and it says all people, all original European people and their descendants, and the descendants to all the countries that they've migrated to. So they're talking about the original Europeans, and if you go look up the original British families, or there's a book called Ancient and Modern Britons by David McRitchie, and in that book he's showing you all the family crests. Look up all the family crests, the noble family crests of Britain, or and even the word Britain was named after a Moor called Brutan or Brutus, and they started calling him after Brutus, the Great Brutan, who fought a giant in Anglo-land, which is now called England, and they named the land after Brutus or Brutan, and then the Great Brutus the Great, or the Great Brutan, and then the Great Britain.
Yeah.
Right, and you would see all the family crests, which are all Moorish families, and our names, all the original names that we have, the original European names, which are like Morrison or Jameson or James or Peters or whatever. But what happened is the hybrid Albions are now using the same surnames and claiming to be us. So what we do is nationalize and go back to the original names of the ancient Americans over here, which are the Ali, El, Bey, Al, etc.
Yeah.
So that they can't play with our stuff or go into our family trust or use us as sureties. So this is what you call nationalization.
All right. So where would you say down the line that all of this history has been changed? When, like, here centuries? How far back can you say this went?
This happened when they formed a party called the Whiggamore Party in North America.
They
overthrew the Republican form of government, and they formed the democracy when they went bankrupt, etc. And they basically hijacked or held up our ancestors, and were like, if turn over the government or we take your lives, basically.
So they formed that party along with the Democratic Party?
Yes, that's a Democrat, because there's no such word called Democrat in the Constitution. It's only Republican form of government.
Yeah. Understood.
Yes. So they hijacked it, and then they distorted all the history. They moved up. You should watch the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. Have you ever seen that?
No, I didn't get around to watching that one.
You should watch that, and you will see they're telling you what they did, like a similar in the movie, where they made a homeless man become a millionaire, and they made a millionaire become the homeless man.
I think I see that show already.
Yeah,
man. With Eddie Murphy, for real, I see that show there.
Yes, and when they bet, they did a bet, and the bet was
some rich man do it, some money boy.
Right. Yeah. Which they're pretending to be white, which would be our ancestors, basically, or they're pretending to be us, basically. But that's what happened. They it's called the Whiggamore Party. So they were putting on wigs, and they were pretending to be us. That's why they still wear the wigs in the parliament and all of that stuff. They still have them on.
That are the white.
Yeah, the white.
Yeah. I always wonder why them still wear them Asian things, something they on them head.
Which street I come from.
Yes.
All right, so interesting comment in the comment section, right? Nick over there in Pelpa Time is saying, so does that mean that Africa / Alkeblian is actually Eden?
No, America is Eden. In South America, Peru, or Heru, or Jerusalem is the ancient world and where civilization started. Everyone that wants to research history, anthropology, all of that, to know where civilization started, the first place they go is South America. It's in Peru.
Peru, yeah.
Hey, all right.
Where
all right. We're going back to Jesus days now. So what would you say about that story with the Virgin Mary? That's one story. Yeah, the Virgin Mary. I'm asking that story first.
Well, all of that stories, as you said, that's just a story because most of that stuff is allegorical, meaning they build it in a way for children to comprehend certain things, but when you get to an adult stage, they should teach you what it really means, which is really dealing with astrology. When they say, for example, they said like Christ walked on water, they're talking about the moon or the sun reflection onto the water and all of that. So it's just like allegorical. It's not like a reality, like something that actually happened or whatever. They're just trying to tell you stories. But that's our ancient books and that's our stuff, yeah.
So what you're saying right now, Jesus is just a story.
Yeah, but not just a story. It's our story. But and it was an actual person, but it wasn't Jesus. As you know, J is a new letter that wasn't in the alphabet. It's not an ancient letter. It's like a new. So it was no such thing called Jesus in historical time. It was Yeshua.
Yeshua, yeah.
Yeah, Yeshua, and maybe different names.
Jesus.
Jesus, etc. Exactly.
Right. In that case, the J would sound silent, and you get that Jesus and Jose and Juan, all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, sister. Exactly. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And they're just telling our story, which is like the Christ story, which is all of us. All of us are Christ. You know, because the devil and God and the devil is just basically your higher self and your lower self. If you want to meet the devil, go within your lower self. And you want to know God, go within your higher self.
Yeah, but it makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Somebody said Christianity is a story.
Of course it is. A story. To get you to conform. God is a story. Because God is a woman. If you look up the etymology of the word God, and it would tell you, before Christianity, God was a feminine deity. It was never such a male God. No such thing as a male God, never. Until Christianity. All deities and everything was all feminine. Like men don't make children. All the fruits, nature is feminine. Everything in nature is feminine. They bear fruit. They bear flower.
Yeah.
The male plants don't produce anything. Where does the son from the mother? And actually, when a child is born, before a child is born, you have like the X and the Y chromosomes. So let's say the Y is feminine and they say the X is masculine. You're always a Y before you turn to X. You're a female first before you convert into a male in your mother's womb.
Question.
So all men are actually... Yeah, go ahead.
So what would you say about that Adam and Eve story? The first...
That's another thing again. Adam or atom. Adam mean atom.
Atom.
Like a molecule, like in science.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Eve is like the beginning, like you have Christmas Eve or the Eve of Christmas, so the beginning, mother. They're telling you the mother is first, right? And then if people want to believe in that kind of story, then where did they get their belly buttons from if they were the first? I thought everyone who has a belly button has an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
So how come they had belly buttons but they were the first people?
How come them have belly buttons? So what that mean?
Yeah, who was their mother?
Exactly.
If God was a man.
Yeah. That mean they must come from somebody first. Yeah, understand.
Of course. Yeah. So that's what it is. So, you know, you just have to use common sense, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so question from the comment section. Nick is really interested in the program. He's saying, how do we get in that state of higher or lower self?
Research.
Go onto RV
R.
Al.
V.
A-L.
Al.
No, that's the letter R. R as in raw.
Uh-huh.
V as in violet.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one word, RV. And then you have Bay, B-E-Y.
B-E-Y. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rvbaypublications.com.
Publications.
.com.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And that's like a Moorish university. You can learn. Don't go off of that. Don't listen to anyone else and what they're saying. Study on that. Stay like at least 2 years studying, researching. There's everything you need to know on there that could get you into this state of mind and back to where we need to be, all our people.
Yeah, hold on, fam.
Everything from civics,
hold on. Ambitious.
astrology, everything.
Thank you for the donation, and you're saying he's telling the truth. Mother Nature, Motherland, Mother Earth. The highest energy is a feminine energy in its purest form.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
But we come from our mothers.
And Donovan is saying Adam's father named Path and his mother named Seth.
Okay.
Huh?
Now look at that. I said, but look at that. I didn't even know that.
I'm lost. We did not learn any of this in school. What was history? What am I not teaching in the school then?
Remember them teach about Christopher Columbus?
Yeah. He was the first man for this.
All right. I'll tell you this, right? The word education. If you look up the word education in the same etymology, you can use there's an app called Etymon Online. You can download that app, and you can put whatever word in the search engine, and you can get the etymology of the word. But I would prefer that people get an actual etymology dictionary.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if we can't get them dictionary in our stores.
Exactly.
Remember, them hide the truth from we, so whatever I provide the truth, them I go take them out for the market.
Yeah.
Of course. Exactly. So they need to get them quickly before they actually take them all off, because they're already raising the prices of these books already.
They're probably gone already. No.
Yeah, there's one of these books. It's worth about 20. There's one about between 20, I think 20-something thousand US that tells you about the history of the Americas.
Mm-hmm.
And they put it to 20-something grand US, so that none of us can obtain it.
Wow.
So that's just an example.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I was telling you about the etymology of
Hold on. Can you repeat the website? Somebody in the comment section is asking what's the website again, please.
So you have it there, sir?
Yeah. What I'm gonna do before you leave, I'm gonna let you leave your number or
the man tells him to leave your number.
No production, calm down now. Or Instagram, where people like me who probably want to know more can get in contact with you, if that's okay with you before you leave.
Yeah, but that would be for you. I'm gonna try to do offline or whatever. I'll give it to you.
Okay, no problem. All right,
or somehow I could probably message you.
Right.
I'll message you it on the WhatsApp.
So repeat the website for those in the comment section.
It's Etymon Online.
And the first one, the RV Babe.
Publications.com.
All right. So make sure you have a pen and on a paper.
Yep. And you can go on there and study civics, which is jurisprudence or law, what they call law, and get our people's minds back into how our ancient ancestors thought and how they built magnificent stuff and did all these stuff. That's how we need to get back to ourselves.
All right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Alvin Daly and Pelpa Time is saying, who tell you that they had belly buttons? No, that's wrong. There is no father or mother in any books.
That's almost a
There's no mother or father.
Adam and Eve, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but he has to prove that. How can he prove that? Just by saying it? He has any reference or any books reference, any historical reference that we can go to? And another thing is, a lot of these people just coming on like the internet and stuff and just talking in front of you, a lot of them are benefiting from us being in darkness. So it's always better. So let's say I give you a reference point so you can actually go and read for yourself and see what words mean and what things mean, instead of people just saying. Like everything I'm saying here, I don't want you to believe me. I want you to go and prove me wrong.
Research it.
Go and prove it and research the information for yourselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, somebody
not
said
just me
the
sprouting out
letter
and-
J was created 700 years ago.
Okay, you see? So how's that ancient?
Understood.
So there's no such thing as Jesus. So when people are praying to Jesus, they're praying to Zeus or some other made up character or some demon or something.
Right.
Which it should be actually meditating and actually manifesting stuff and giving thanks and praises to the creator, Allah, which means all law, not some religious Muslim guy in the sky. And Allah is feminine, is a feminine word, it's not a masculine word. Allah is feminine. Yeah. And it just means all law, which is back to mother nature again. So you're worshiping nature or your mother, who gave you life. Not some man who can't have children.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because earlier you said them blind us, tell us the lie and sell the book, and the Bible are one of the most book was selling in the world.
Corrupt.
And the lie
But what happens is that the Bible has lots of good things because it's our book, but it's the way the pastors and stuff who get paid because they have a check every month called a 501c3 check that they receive from the Vatican. And the more members and stuff they get, the more members they get is the more their check is the higher the amount on their check is. So they're just basically they're doing business.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pastor.
They don't care about
the pastor them.
And I was telling you, earlier about the word education. When you look up the etymology, you put it in Etymon online in the search engine, you would see that it says education is a docility program for dumb animals.
Meaning like that?
So,
what?
Oh, you said
that's what the meaning is. Yeah, that's the meaning.
We can't
of education.
find that on Google.
What?
Let's see. Well, like if we Google.
No, you go to Etymon online, download the app.
I can get that on Play Store? Where I can get that?
No. So my ask probably if you type it in on Google.
It now go give that meaning there.
Yeah.
It give that same meaning?
Type in Etymon. No, yes, type in Etymon online first.
No.
Go into Etymon online.
It was asking about the education thing. All right. I'm going to do that here. Etymon.
No.
Online.
I'm asking if you go like on Google and type in the word education, like if it would mean that same thing.
No, you have to get the etymology, which is the root of the meaning of the words. That's the original meaning, and when it was created. The other stuff they will give you definitions. If you look in a dictionary or other normal books, they would give you, like on Google, they would give you a definition and not the meaning.
Hey, how is it spelled? E-T-Y-M-O...
E-T-Y-M-O-N, Etymon, online, O-N-L-I-N-E.
Oh, dictionary, okay.
Yeah, you can see. You're right, online dictionary. Go on to there, put it in the search, and then read it out.
And that's education you're saying, right? Hold on.
Yes. Yeah, put the word education in.
All right. So it's a website basically that we're going.
Yeah, but it'll take forever for load. Okay. Education.
So who to say, basically what we are seeing here says not just a website doing the same thing like with the other website.
Wow.
So that it
no, it's a dictionary.
Child wearing, the training of animals.
What's the meaning of education again?
She can read it out. Let she read it out for you.
Yeah, she's gonna read it out.
It says 1530s child rearing, also the training of animals, from French education for C, and directly from Latin educationem, and that means nominative education, a rearing training, noun of action from past participle, stemmed of educor, originally of instruction in social codes and manners, meaning systematic schooling and training for work in the 1610s. So in the 1610s, them come with it, say, a training for work. But back then it was training of animals. Wow.
Yep. Yep.
My
So
head
that's
hurt
what
me.
so that's when you ask why didn't teach that in school, and that's the reason why I didn't teach it in school. That's why we know nothing. That's why we're dumb today. Other people don't know anything about their history or their culture, because that's not what the schools are made for or were created for.
Yeah.
The same schools. All right, if you go onto the General Education Board, you will see that it was created. The founders are Henry T. Gates, which is like Bill Gates' great-grandfather, and Frederick T. Gates, which is Bill Gates' great-grandfather, and John D. Rockefeller, which is the people they call the Illuminati today.
Yeah, we know where Rockefeller.
Yeah, Rockefeller. But a Rockefeller
Well,
them say
right.
start school, you know, start the first school like.
Exactly. So this is what education is about for our people. And on their website, if you look up their mission statement on the bottom, I think on the page, it says that they don't want to teach our people so that they can have any more doctors or lawyers or artists or musicians or any other prolific thing, because they already have enough of that. So the education system was set up to as a docility program for dumb animals.
All right, so Nikki's saying, so why when you're having a bad dream and you say Jesus in your mind, you feel free? He could never understand that. And he's also asking, what about the book of Psalms?
Yo, the man say him feel free. Say him bring Jesus to a feeling now.
That's just a feeling, but that's himself doing that. That's not anything outside of himself. That's his own self.
Brainwash.
His own mind, his own strength.
Brainwash.
Oh my God. Sorry, Mark is saying if they want to know, Eve was not Adam's first woman. Lilith was the first woman and she ran off with the devil. Do you know? I would like to know if this is true or on the line.
I don't even understand the question he's asking, but the first woman.
He's saying that Eve was not Adam's first wife, in a sense. Adam was dating Lilith.
Right.
And then Lilith ran off with the devil.
Right. Well, I don't know about that history, but what I can say is they have the history of the first woman called Zodiacus ever. And all ancient cultures and people around the world, all scholars know about the first woman being a Moabite woman, a so-called black woman, which is a Moabite.
Yeah.
And Zodiacus, they said that they don't know how she got to this planet or where she came from. And from her, this is one of the time when women didn't need, this is where the Mary stuff came about, where women didn't need a man to have sex with them to help germinate their eggs. Women could have germinated the eggs for themselves, fertilized the eggs, because women are born with eggs, just like a plant. Born with it.
No,
it's already
just like
it's
some
already born
birds.
With the
because you have some Leah birds who are not for sex.
Yep.
The Leah bird are not for sex. Every man just a hatch eggs.
That's true.
But no,
exactly.
no. But I think how the egg thing work. I think you have a man now for germinated. Germinated the word may I use?
That's
for fertilizer.
But we don't know how. Fertilize. But we don't know. But we don't know what's causing that now. Maybe the water, maybe the stuff, the vaccines that they're giving us from children, maybe the food, all of that stuff. Because we're not in our right state, right?
Yeah, because it was always puzzling. How the hell Mary become pregnant?
Yeah.
No man, virgin like them say, and we can become pregnant without a man.
Because she wanted to prove to these men these sons, that women can do it on their own without all of that stuff. And that was the argument. And then she did it, and she proved it. And that was a whole big issue.
So
and that's what the takeover.
We have been lied to. Church are lied to. We've been lied to all our lives.
No, but can you breed it out, a man?
That's what I'm saying. So it was always a question to me. How did Mary do this?
From where is it possible for a woman to get pregnant without a man? How would it work? How would it work?
Totally.
How would it work?
Totally.
How would it work now?
A woman is born as a child. She already has hundreds or thousands or who knows how much eggs already within her body. Right? Where do you think we get our sperm and stuff? We get it from her. We get it from our mothers. Men don't create children, as I said. Everything comes from the woman. right? And she created all this stuff from her
Hey,
period and all that kind of stuff.
you know if that ever happened in a
There's
Jamaica now,
13
then call her witch.
Yep, because that's what the church has trained them to be, to think.
Wow.
They've been brainwashed by the churches.
No, they're more of a say a
and their
liar.
pastors and
Yeah, if you come up, if
they
you
can
come
say
up,
all of that. That's
yeah, go on.
yeah. But this is the power of the woman that she doesn't know herself, and that's why they want to keep her in that lower state, dancing and spinning on, and you know, all of that.
Yeah, but fam, you know, say, I don't know, body. I make the woman them do all of them something that them do it on them own. What do you say?
Yeah, but the influence is the society or that fake system is set up to have her that way. There are certain orders or societies that are obligated to that mission. They have a sword. They have a symbol with a sword above or under the neck or above the head of the Moabite woman, which is the Moorish woman, the so-called black woman, and that's to keep her head there, to cut her head off, basically. Like you ever see the pyramid, but you see the eyes detached from the pyramid.
Well, it always
capstone?
there.
It's always at the top of the pyramid.
There. And the money, right?
Right. But sometimes you see it detached. It's not like sat on the pyramid. It's detached. That's like your head severed from your body. So until you get your head back, and that pyramid is one of our oldest symbols. That represents the triune or trinity: woman, mother, father, and child. That's the triune, the trinity. That's what the pyramid means. It doesn't mean Illuminati. That's your stuff or our stuff. They always try to use your stuff as the devil or whatever to scare you away so that you would ever go looking or researching anything about that.
Yeah, because I got story them tell about and Jesus story and nowadays, you know.
Somebody said the church messed us up big time.
And them still do it now.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're still teaching the same thing.
No, but remember the Prime Minister them in with it too. Even the same queen where I come from in the story. All of them in on it.
Hey fam, somebody's asking if you're Jamaican.
How could I be a Jamaican? And Jamaican is a British corporation that was created in 1962. I'm not a corporation. I can't be a corporation. I'm from my mother. My mother made me. I'm from her. And she's a Moor, which is American, and I'm American. America is North, South, and Central, and the adjoining islands. That's America. So all the people who claim to be Jamaicans, Trinidadians, St. Lucians, Haitians, all that's all America and people Americans. All those names are private corporations. They're not land. They're just on paper. They're not real. That's a fiction.
So that's why they run them like a business. So
exactly, it is a business, and the president is a CEO.
Yeah, understood. For real. That's why it's still if you look on it from a different angle.
Knowledge is power,
and this is how they look at it.
Yeah, and this is how they look at it.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the people that are messed up. The people's brains are messed up, and they look at it as if these people have some sort of authority over them or whatever. But they gave up their nationalities or their birthrights as Moors to become Jamaicans, which are corporate, private company or subjects. Or they're like looked at as subjects or a ward of the state, which is like property, basically.
Yeah.
So that's why they can do you anything and you have no rights, because property have no rights. You can do anything you want with your property.
All right. Look at it in an hour time now. If you like get arrested by a police now and you probably come up and say, yo, me a man people, you know? So you can't do me nothing. Police and lick you down with something same way.
Say you're mad, say you got psychiatric home.
No, but that's why the people together need to be competent and need to function as a nation. And when you have what you call status, which is the first issue in law, you can sue people. You can take people to court and you can sue into international court for human rights violations. But black is not a human being. Black is a color. So they know that once they label you black or you don't have a Moorish title, which is your ancestors' title, like a Chinese, for example, if you ask him what's his name, he would say Lee Chin or something like that, Luke or Peng. Or if you ask a Hindu, what's your name, they would say Singh or Maharaj or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? If you ask somebody from Russia, what's their name, a Slavic person, they would say Skaskovosh or Skaskovish or something like that.
All of the the production. All of the Russian them and they have the Vishki na the end of their name.
Yeah, family.
That's called nationality. Eh?
Yeah, man, talk. So basically, Jamaica now have the nationality. Them take on white man nationality then.
No, they take on a slave nationality.
Slave.
The man they call white, the man they call white, he's an actual slave.
Yeah.
He's not white. He's a pale hybrid Albion. No disrespect, but this is the truth. Look up the word when you get a chance in the same etymon online. Look up the word slave, and you would see that a slave is really a nationality. It's not something that happened to people. It's actually a nation of people called the Slavic people, the Slavs. And our ancestors enslaved them from 711 until 1492 when they said Columbus sailed, which is a lie. But we kept these people, these hybrid Albion that we call white today, in slavery for 700 years. For 700 years, working these same in Yamaka, so-called Jamaica. If you look up the history of the German town, and you will see all the slaves that were bought, people that were bought from Slovenia or the Slavic peoples were bought over here on ships. AKA black people, because that's what black means. Black means pale, P-A-L-E. They are pale people, which is black people, or meaning having no rights or no status. So now they've switched that status with us, the white people or the Moors, to now take on that black stuff, and they call themselves white, and you call yourself black, and we would take your land and your estate, and while we pretend to be you, and take all of your resources, and that's what's going on.
Right. So I have a lot of people in the comment section asking about probably like your Instagram or YouTube because they really want to follow you.
Oh, I am kind of particular with that. I kind of tend to only let people I know personally follow my stuff because there's lots of agents and people that look like just like us, who we would think because he has dark skin complexion, but they are the real ones that are actually doing all the dirty stuff out here. Not the people that we call white, who are actually pale hybrid Albions. So I'm very particular with who I have on my Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, understand.
Definitely.
You know, I only have proclaimed Moors who actually know their Moors, who honor their ancestors, who honor their ancient mothers and fathers, and who are not sellouts. Because the world today looks at our people as the biggest sellouts on the planet. That's why nobody deals with us. Because anybody that dishonors their own ancestors are labeled a sellout and can't be trusted.
Understood.
Because if your ancestors are Moors and you're calling yourself black, that means even if you're ignorant to it or not, you're looked at as a sellout to the world. And nobody likes a sellout. So that's why everybody keeps away from us.
Yeah. So somebody's saying if you use your given name in your passport.
That you could, anytime you have like when you start researching and doing some studies on civics, you would realize that as I was saying, there's a corporate side of life. That's all dealing with commerce, and you have natural law dealing with laws of the land. So a passport was originally for people that have no status, like slaves, etc., to give permission to pass a port.
Yeah,
right, which would be our ancestors would have been that's why they couldn't travel on the seas and stuff without having a passport or to come over here. Nobody couldn't come over here before 1492 and all of that. You need a pass to come into the ports. So if you're using a passport, always know, or any other document that was issued by these de facto governments or politicians, etc., or any contracts, always remember to reserve your rights. Put all rights reserved under your signature.
Repeat.
Always reserved. Always.
Repeat.
All rights reserved.
And what that mean? What that I do?
That helps to protect you from any obligation or any contract. It protects or secures your rights in case anybody tries to, like, for example, we know that black has no standing in law, and those names that we are using are not our actual names from our ancestors. Those are Christian names, and Moors can't be Christians. We are Muslims. And a name is written in a capital letter and then common letters. And names are not written in all capital letters.
Yeah.
So that represents a corporation. So
yeah, but I think in the
passport?
No, not the even the passport is all caps. And
your birth paper is all
so that's what I'm saying.
The birth paper is all caps.
Majority of the legal
But remember,
documents
it's not
that we
your-
have, our name is bold. Even if you sign up for the passport, on the line they said write in black letters, so you have to write it in bold letters.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Always after that, put all rights reserved underneath that.
All rights reserved.
So you
If you're signing over something to the bank, just the same, right?
anyway that you have to put that, use that Christian name or it's called a transmitting utility or a war name. You have to do that. But I would advise first, go and study, go to that website, RV Bay Publication, before attempting to do anything in regards to this information. Always go and do your research for yourself, do your homework, look up the meaning of these words.
Definitely.
Start researching what all right reserve means, what's your right,
Yeah.
Learn about yourself before you could attempt to demonstrate anything.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So somebody's asking what you think. What's your take on? Is it Drumar Johnson? Pat Kelly, is that the name of a person? Drumar Johnson or Dr. Omar Johnson?
Yeah, another sellout, another black sellout. Yeah, they push the black agenda. They get their checks. But what's going to happen is you should read. It's a document called King Alfred's Plan. And in this document, I think you can find it online, or there's books on it and stuff. King Alfred Plan, it says that all these agent provocatives, etc., the people that are being paid by the Vatican and stuff to infiltrate our people and teach them the wrong stuff, they're the ones they're going to eliminate first. They're going to eliminate them one by one first.
Who is going to eliminate them?
Umar Johnson, all the church people, all the liars, all who've been telling all this stuff, because they're going to become threats.
No, well, I'm saying who is going to eliminate them exactly?
The people that hired them to do the work that they're doing. To mislead our people.
Yeah. Where you say after them done complete what them do.
Just
get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
No, when it gets to a point where our people are not taking on that black stuff anymore, and we're waking up and they realize that they don't need these people anymore because they haven't been doing their work to keep us asleep.
Yeah, understood.
So he's going to be disappeared.
All right. So Ace is saying, could you also talk about the Jews that are in Israel and explain that they are from Europe?
Well, actually, the real Jews come from the word Jew-els, which is L is our title, Jew-els. But because other people that have been using that term, we just like left them to that. But again, if you start going back into history and reading about our history, you would see that you read about the original money changers who used to change our monies and stuff, which is gold and silver, and count and calculate, which would be our own people. But the people that call themselves Jews are really Khazarians from Russia. If you do that history, if you just go read it. There's no secret. It's all out there, but our people don't like to read or research anything. So that's why they're going to be kept in the dark.
Yeah. For real.
Understood.
They want to go out, they want to buy the expensive shoes, they want to get the Hennessy, but they never invest in a law book.
Jano.
Hey, so somebody's saying if you think Jamaicans are sellouts.
If you ask that.
Of course, anybody that calls themselves a Jamaican is a sellout, because there's no such place called Jamaica.
Yeah.
So right now we're living in nowhere.
We're living
No, you're living. Yeah, they have the people that call themselves Jamaicans as dead. They pronounce us dead on their records as dead people that were black means. Black means also to be in the darkness, and to be in the dark, without light, without wisdom, without knowledge. And as I said before, civiliter mortus, meaning to be dead in the eyes of the law. So people are just walking around. It's like the movie called The Night of the Living Dead. Because it's the first issue in law is called status. And if you have no status, you don't have a status of full life, which is white, you're going to be in a dead status, which is black. Meaning you're not having a nationality, you're a stateless person, you're not from any land anywhere, so you're just corporate property owned by Jamaica, which is a private corporation owned by the Queen, the fake Queen, sorry.
Yeah. Hey, this guy all a perspective.
So my question now, so why you refer her as the fake one?
Because there's no pale hybrid people in any sort of power anyway. This world or this land belongs to the Moorish people. And if you do the history of the original German family or Moorish family, which is from the Holy Roman Empire, the Coburg Saxon, I think it's Coburg or Sax or Coburg Sax, which is what the Queen used, which is actually the original Moorish royalty in Europe at the time. So the fake Queen, they've been using that title, and then they changed their names to Windsor afterwards to make it more English, because the people over there were having a problem with that German name. That's what they say. But go back to it and you will see it's people looking at us just like us. Our faces on the family crest. The original families are Moorish, and the original Queen was an actual Moorish woman. Yeah. I'll send you the pictures of how the original Queen looks.
Yeah man. Send it.
All right, so a while ago when you said something about the blacks being dead, this kind of put me in a position where I'm starting about night and day. Why is it that we sleep at night but we are up and about in the day?
Then there's something natural that?
No, but when you look on where I say it still come back. Remember, say when you're dead, you sleep, you know. I sleep non-stop, you know.
You're dead. You know, sleep. When you sleep, you breathe.
No, you see when I come back to when I said, when I say a while ago, bring me in a whole different universe when I start thinking about this. Why is it that at night time we have to sleep?
Yeah, but me I say something natural that. That's something natural that.
Yeah, that's natural. But yeah, but the unnatural thing is that human beings, which are not colors, are calling themselves colors. So that's unnatural. But sleeping is natural. Everybody takes a rest, everybody sleeps. And night is made for sleeping. It's night and day, right? As above, so below.
All right, so somebody wanted to see if you can explain the whole thing about the tithes and offerings. I guess that's another church thing.
About the tithe. Of course, that goes to the Pope of Rome. Those tithes and offering goes, that's 10% that goes to the Vatican to keep you in the loop that you're in.
So in other words, them send it go some other place, the pastor them group it up and send it go give them and keep on a little bit outside. So and Jesus them send it go to either for all who
no, that's for Pastor Pigfoot to go on a trip on Barbados with Berta Butt.
Yeah.
From the choir.
Yeah, but you has to know. It's on a rocket science. I want a rocket science, but some people have to understand that one still.
Yeah, they've been fooled all their life. They've been tricked by their own people, and they need to come to reality, wake up, and realize that that's what's been happening for the last how many years. They've been tricked and fooled.
Yeah, because remember say
reality.
Remember say the Jesus and the God with them I tell you, as somebody mighty, you know. So why would he need money? Money is like nothing. We can stand up on money, dash your money and tear up money and burn it up. So why would they need money?
And that's another topic. That's not even money. We've never seen money in our life. Money, if you look up the word money again in a dictionary, that's a normal dictionary, it will show you that money can only be gold and silver, coin, and never in the form of paper, unless it's a gold or silver certificate or a title to land.
Yeah.
So
know that.
What we've never seen money in our life. That's not
Yeah.
money. That's a banknote
Yeah.
or a note.
Yeah, because I remember say them take the gold stamp off of the money, you know, from long time. So the money what we have now is basically a piece of paper and have no value.
No, that's not money, because money is only gold and silver, coins.
Yeah.
Money is not paper and can never be paper. That's just, as I said, a banknote.
That is to trick your brain because they
Nothing to do-
basically a trick your brain.
Yep, and the people that fall for it.
Yeah.
And they'll kill their own brothers and sisters for a piece of paper that worth nothing.
Yeah. But in our world right now, it actually worth something because you can take that same money and go buy a house or buy a car with it, right?
No, but that's not, as I said, that's not money. But that's just the illusion of that, which yes, you can do stuff with it and trade and do whatever. But the reality is, and if you watch, all that is coming to an end right now. Why do you think they're introducing stuff like Bitcoins and
Bitcoin.
and crypto-based
Cryptocurrency.
and that's more fraud, because money can only be gold and silver. Money comes from the moon economy, and silver comes from the moon, and gold comes from the sun, and you get copper or bronze, etc. from Venus. So all of this is natural. This is all natural. Right? You have the word currency, right?
Yeah.
Which flows like water, and you need you have river banks to keep the water flowing, right? From the currency or the current.
Yeah.
So it's all relative from nature. Then they create an artificial money, which is a piece of paper and all that, because
somebody say if
the people
money,
are artificial.
Somebody say if I bury money I get cursed.
Caught.
No, that is not money. That's not money. He's getting caught up.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand what money is. Money, he is the money. But, all right. Watch this. I'm going to repeat this again. Money, it can only be gold and silver coin, and never in the form of paper, unless it's a gold or silver certificate or a title to land. The word more in a law book means land. If you look up the word land, you will see the word more in it. So you are land, our people, we're all land. And when you make up a birth certificate, that's a title to land, which becomes money, 6 million each. You see how it works?
Yeah.
So now that could be traded on the stock market. For business.
Yeah, but I heard like we all like a stock, like the bird paper with the number on it. I have a number on it, and the number actually there on the stock market. The same number with the power bird paper.
If you claim to be that,
it's on the stock market.
If you claim to be that, but that's you didn't create that from your hands, so that's not your property. Someone else did that under fraudulent an agenda. So that doesn't belong to you. It has nothing to do with you, and that's why the world is all crashing right now in terms of that corporate system, because the world is not doing business anymore using those bonds, those bird papers and those marriage certificates and those driver's licenses and those ID cards. They're not using anything what they're putting and saying that's your name in all capital letters. That's what they use as collateral under fraud. So the world, China, Russia, nobody's trading in those bonds anymore, those T-bonds. So everything is shutting down.
So who really are trading at that right now?
Nobody. The world is trading back into gold and silver again. Everybody's going back to gold and silver.
Okay, the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency.
But the people them still use paper though. So probably the big franchise, the government entity them are used
all that's going to stop. All that's going to stop soon. That's why they're trying to use Bitcoin and all that, but trying to go cashless, because it's all crash, it's all fraud. Because the people are pretending to be colors and crayons, our people. So they have to use artificial currency. They can't use real currency, gold and silver, for an artificial people, because the color in law means artificial, not real, right? And they would do a test to see where your mind is at. So what they would do is basically they'll put like a a real plant and an artificial plant, and they'll give you some water and tell you water the plants. And if you water the artificial plant, we know where your mind is at. Right? And that's an example of our people. We are watering the artificial. Say what?
Hey, fam, you know, actually,
you.
I think, because people are saying if you create a YouTube channel, because they want to know. Probably, you know, offline, we can talk with you and we can schedule another program around the history alone
I
where
can give you,
we can set up where people
I can
call
give you a
in and
YouTube.
ask them questions directly.
All right, I can give you a channel you can go to and learn all of this stuff too. You have Canaan Landmalls, write that down.
Can you spell that?
On YouTube. Canaan, C-A-N-N-A-N.
C-A-N.
Sorry, or C-A-N double A-N.
C-A-N.
I think. Let me make sure I'm spelling it. Canaan Land. You probably get it right. I'm probably spelling it wrong. But let's type in Canaan. You can look up the word Canaan.
Yeah.
And this is YouTube, right? Hello?
Hello?
Oh my God, did we lose him?
Wait. Oh, it seems we're losing the phone battery actually finished.
Oh my God.
No, but me have him number saved on the phone.
Oh boy. Alright, so what you want to do? We're gonna reschedule a program with him, basically. Alright, people, so in the meantime, while production start out for getting back on the call, for the comment section, PPE TV. You're kind of, I'm not being biased and I'm not being disrespectful when I say this, but you're being one-sided right now. You're not open-minded in a sense, because all these things that you're telling me to ask him if him spend money, come on. You're just being one-sided right now, because we are learning things what we know. Yeah, you might say a rubbish in my talk. Yeah, I see people that say a stupidness in my talk. But there are things where it makes sense. If you look at it, it does make sense.
Well, remember say our history, you know, him not just talk things out of nothing, you know. You get me? And most of the things now me hear him talk and I first.
Right.
You see, but him not talk things just out of nothing. Remember I'm telling you, say, don't just take it from him. Go and go look it up yourself.
Yeah. So some of the question where you're telling, this is why I don't ask him, because they kind of don't make no sense to me when you're telling me if you ask him if he's Jamaican, if him spend money. Come on, this is what he's talking about. So you're kind of being ignorant right now and not open-minded, and I'm not being disrespectful when I say this. So don't take this offensive. You get me? But I am on both channels right now, and I see where people are actually agreeing. Yeah, I feel saying that this is rubbish, he's talking and whatever. But it does make sense to me, a lot of sense. You see me? It does make a lot of sense.
All right. So, you know, what we're going to end up, though? We're going to definitely end up.
Schedule a program.
Yeah, and we're going to leave this program in a few, you know? Yeah. So, in the meantime, we're going to go to a quick commercial break.
And we're going to be right back.
Boom! Pelpa Time Production. Big up to all of my viewers all over the world. You don't know. Big up to all who lock into Pelpa Time TV over the years. You don't know. Link with and you get your music video shoot, direct and edit. Your wedding, your funeral, party, stage show, photo shoot, you name it. So just check the information on the screen and lock in to Pelpa Time TV Production. Big up on yourself.
Alright, you keep saying you told me him don't like Jamaicans. Were you listening to what he was saying? That Jamaica is like a business in a sense.
No, but as I say, you know, if you take what the man I say, that means still say.
Exactly. This is where Spade come in and say who does not believe the scholar should go and research it for yourself. But then again, the internet is limited to certain amount of things. You get me? So when we can learn something from somebody who actually knows things, same like when you listen to the Prime Minister and you listen to the Queen and whatever, we can listen to somebody else as well, because we not get them history in a school. We not get them in, and when you look on the levels at things that way I'm speak, it does make sense. It does make sense to you, because when we look on Jesus, them say Jesus, you hear the J sound, and then when you look at other name, them pronounce it, the same Jesus, them pronounce it Jesus. You have Jose, you have one, so certain things does actually make sense. But if you don't believe him, you can go do research. And if you want to stay limited, you stay limited. We're not forcing upon Pelpa time. Right? But anyways, we're going to end the program here. As we said before, we're going to try and schedule a program around history with this caller. Right? Where you guys can call in and ask whatever you want. So, you get to the books and write down the question for when the program may come around. Ready for it. Because remember, say, him just call out of the blue, so we never did prepare in a sense. We just a freestyle the question them as them come to our mind. But we are going to schedule. Oh, he's in the comment section. He said, look up Canaan Land Moors on YouTube and Taj Tariq Bay on YouTube. All right, so people make sure so you have that right down and ready. But we're going to kick it out of here for right now. R.I.P. to the Queen and the royal family over there in England.
Yeah, we'll come back later, you know. We're coming back in a few. Next probably 2 hours we're going to come back. Yeah. All
right, so until then, big up on yourself, people. Stay safe and make sure you tune in. For all the newcomers, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. Thank you for the call-ins. Thank you for the donation. See you guys later. Bye, guys.
Pelpa TV.
Pelpa time. Pelpa time. Room.
Pelpa time production.
Pelpa time.
Pelpa time production.
Pelpa TV.
For Pelpa time.
It's a Pelpa time, you know it's that time.
Pelpa time TV.
I'm governor representing for Pelpa time, you know.
Pelpa time, you know what the thing tough?
I when I say Pelpa time, I'm more like more.
Can't mix up Pelpa time thing with no coffee.
Yeah, man, a Pelpa time, and I represent for you. See, with Pelpa time.
Pelpa time right now.
Oh, Pelpa time. I want to them.
Pelpa time TV.
Pelpa time. Down for Pelpa time productions.
Pelpa time production. It does
represent for Pelpa TV.
Pelpa time TV.
Pelpa time. Yeah, let me get the belt on time, you know.
It's all about Pelpa time. Keep it locked.
Come represent for Pelpa, be a badness.
Pelpa TV, our TV.
It's Pelpa time TV. Cross.